With Prince Harry apparently preparing to fly back to America, more details are emerging about a letter that he wrote to Prince Charles ahead of Prince Philip's funeral. Royal editor Russell Myers joins me now. So we think Harry's probably heading home.
Yes, although there have been some reports saying that he might stay for the Queen's birthday.
Yeah.
However, I was told last week that he's on a tight schedule.
Sure.
Obviously, Meghan is heavily pregnant. He's got to get back. She's expected in early summer, so that could be sort of 6 weeks away.
Yes, of course.
Well, summer could be 6 weeks away. So, yeah, I mean, Charles did want to see him. But he was told that the schedule wouldn't allow. And as you just said, this letter has emerged that I've reported on today, that before he came over for Prince Philip's funeral, and obviously tensions have been running very, very high,
yep.
and he wrote a very, very personal letter to him. Now, on the one hand, you could think, well, that's quite sweet, he's trying to mend bridges, but let's not forget that what was said in that Oprah Winfrey interview. Now, Charles and William are still very, very hurt, I understand, by what was said. And there was a lot of allegations thrown out, and those things are not settled. It certainly wasn't the time to be settling those at the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral. Now, despite the tensions running high, we do know that Charles, William, Kate and Harry got together for a couple of hours just after the funeral. I don't think anything was settled, but it shows you that there is potentially a chance for some bridges to be mended. However, it's a long road back, I think.
No, I hope so. And actually, to be honest, you would have to do something. A letter is maybe a bit of a strange one because you think they can pick the phone up, but then, you know...
Well, he's old school.
I know.
He does like his letters. And I think that...
So maybe he would have liked
there has to be a level
gesture.
of respect there.
But that was kind of thinking, well, I write that and then I'm not going over cold.
Yes.
You know, I've actually at least made an attempt. And Charles, we understand, is going to go to Wales on his own for a few days anyway,
he's there at the moment on his own. I mean, it's a little bit sad, really, isn't it?
Sad, but maybe that's his way of...
I mean, we saw he's got this beautiful place in the Brecon Beacons, and some of those images, I can't get over them. The tear in the eye, walking behind his father's coffin.
He looks shattered, didn't he?
I mean, you're absolutely devastated. Of course you would be. But, there's change that will happen now within the royal family. He's elevated to being the patriarch of the family. We know about this conversation that his father had summoned him when he was in hospital, look after the Queen, this is now how you're going to run the firm. And all these things will come into play now, certainly. And I think we're going to be seeing quite a marked shift in the family.
We are. Well, you've said, I mean, they're going to have to draw up this roadmap, aren't they? Yeah. Charles and William are going to be meeting to draw that up, basically for the future of the monarchy, really. And interestingly, they will have to tackle the problem of Prince Andrew. Because for all that everybody goes on about Meghan and Harry, the most damaging thing that has happened, in my opinion, has been the allegations that he's always denied, but all of that around about Prince Andrew.
Well, it's the elephant in the room, which remains unresolved.
Yeah.
And as long as Prince Andrew, as you said, these allegations over him that he has vehemently denied, but he still hasn't spoken to the FBI. Now, as far as I am told, this roadmap that is going to be settled out has no place for Prince Andrew. They're completely aligned on that. Now, the other people that they do want to bring up to the fore are people like Sophie Wessex, who, has really enjoyed quite a surge in popularity over the last few months.
She's very quietly just got on with it.
Very much so.
And the Queen is incredibly fond of her, isn't she?
She is. Well, she treats her like a daughter, and I think that they have a very, very close bond. She's been a tremendous source of support for her. Sophie's, and with the children, has probably been her most frequent visitor. She lives very close by throughout the whole coronavirus crisis. Once they've been staying in Windsor Castle. Sophie was doing things like girls' education, women's rights, a long time before Meghan came along, and arguably a bit more glamorous, and papers and all the media got the attention on her. So maybe this is her time to shine.
It probably is, It probably is.
A steady pair of hands.
So. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's like. And as you mentioned, it's the Queen's birthday tomorrow, and Sophie, we understand, is going to be one of the first people to see the Queen. Yeah, I mean, we were talking yesterday about this rota system that's been organised, sort of unofficially, that all the family do not want the Queen to be alone while she continues to grieve for Prince Philip. And obviously, it's her birthday tomorrow. Now,
bit of a change of expectations. There won't be any official picture. There won't be any sort of gun salutes or anything because we're still in this official period of royal mourning, which finishes on Thursday. However, Sophie and Anne are going to be her first visitors, and I think Andrew will be visiting. He lives close by. Princess Eugenie and her little baby August will be popping along as well, because they're still staying on the Windsor estate as well. So the Queen will not be alone, but I think it is going to be very much back to business after next week. And so, you know, all changes will be afoot, I think.
It's really interesting, but there's no way in the world that the Queen is going to step down.
Absolutely
She
not.
will just keep going.
I can't imagine it whatsoever. I know there's been lots of rumours over the last few years. However, you know, whether Charles will be king in all but name, undoubtedly he's going to take more responsibility.
He'll be doing more. Yeah, of course.
He'll be doing state visits, be going away on behalf of the Queen. But it's time for everyone to step up. You've got those 7 senior members of the family, and that's very much, some people call them the Magnificent Seven. I'm not too sure about that, but they're definitely going to have to step up and be doing more work.
And interestingly, a lot of the front pages this morning, I've got Prince William on the front pages, but not a story related to any royal crisis. But it's all about this huge football row. And we know that Boris Johnson today is going to be meeting with you know, football bigwigs, executives, and fan representatives as well over this Euro Super League, which has caused such passionate
It really
debate.
has. I mean, when you're bringing
really
rival teams together, this is how big it is.
And William has thrown, you know, he's thrown in his tuppence worth as well. He's not happy.
Well, he's not, because he is the president of the FA.
Yeah.
And he released a statement last night and just saying, now more than ever, we must protect the entire football community from the top level to the grassroots, and the values of competition and fairness at his core. And him just saying, you know, I share your concerns on this. It's really important, because if money is the root of what the game is about, then it's all finished, isn't it? The beautiful game is finished.
It's not a business. Football is not a business.
It isn't. It's about passion, it's about communities, and William supports all of this. So I applaud his intervention. Fingers crossed they can all get together, shake a few heads, and stop this in its tracks.
I think probably it will. I think everybody's been so passionate about it, probably will. Russell, thank you very much. Great to talk to you. And of course, happy birthday to the Queen for tomorrow. It'll be a strange one for her, won't it?
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.